You deserve to rest. You deserve to rest. Now, that may sound weird for those of you who have been through a lot of chaos, a lot of trauma, a lot of transmutation, a lot of hustle, a lot of grind. I get it. I get it because I have been in that boat myself, and it's been something I have been getting more familiar with, something that I have been embodying more. And I've been in this for a while now, so it feels better on my system. But before, when I was first going through it, it was weird. It was something I wasn't used to, and I even felt guilty for it. But because I know, and I'm sure you're watching, this is something that you resonate with, you crave a more intentional, slower kind of life. It doesn't mean nothing's happening in your life, it's just more intentional. It's less go, 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 do, 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 heal, transmute this, transmute that. No, no, it's like savoring each and every moment of your life because you have realized that your life is precious and that you deserve to live it to the fullest and experience the things that you have always wanted to experience and you are going to experience, because this is a new cycle. This is a new cycle that you have started. But I just want you to come to the realization that you are so deserving of rest. Now, I say this because a lot of you, and myself included in this, have been through a lot for years and decades. It's been a very intensive period and chapter and cycle in your life. It was like nonstop. First, there were so many challenges and a lot of traumas that you went through, and it was again like pretty much nonstop. And it was since childhood. And yeah, it was just like challenge after challenge, traumas after trauma, failed relationship. Like it was intense. And then the last couple months, you have spent transmuting all of that, releasing all of that. And that was also an intensive period of healing everything that you have resisted, that you didn't really want to see before in yourself, and you didn't even have the capacity to be able to hold that much space for you so that you can transmute those things and clear those things, clear that density out of your field. And you have been doing that for months. So congratulations. Congratulations. Like I mentioned in my one of my previous readings, is that you're a champion. Like you are a warrior soul because of everything that you have been through, and then all the clearing that you have done recently. That's a lot of work, and I am so proud of you for doing that because I get it. It's not easy. It's not easy to go through some intensive dark nights of the soul and transmuting everything that you have been transmuting. I get it. It's not easy. It truly isn't, and it takes a special kind of soul. And again, it's not to say that more soul, like other souls, are more special than other souls. No, no, no. It's just there's like a type of resilience in certain souls that it really takes to go through all that darkness that you have been through and being able to transmute it into light, and to still have hope and to still have faith and to still believe that something good is waiting for you, that you are meant for something good. It takes a lot of resilience. That's why I'm saying it takes a special type of soul to be able to do this, to be able to transmute all their challenges, all their traumas, all their darkness, and even ancestral traumas. Like, it takes a special type of soul, a beautiful warrior soul, to be able to transmute all of that. And you have done that. So, congratulations. Seriously. Congratulations, because you have closed out one of the most intensive cycles and chapters in your life. Like, it has been intense. And so, what I'm getting now is like, you have been in a rest slash hermit season in your life. And it's been like that for the last couple of months now. And yes, for some of you, that was really hard to get used to. But just so you know, just because on the outside it looked like nothing much was happening in your life, you were actually doing stuff energetically. Like, you were releasing things, transmuting things out of your system and your body and your mind and your soul, which is why you had to be isolated and kind of like in this more restful period in your life, because that took work. But what I mean now is like, you have done a lot of that, and you're coming into a season where now you can intentionally enjoy life more. Not to say that, you weren't intentional before. No, it's like, there's a different like flavor to it, right? It's now like, you've closed out the chapter, you've closed out the cycle, you've done a lot of healing work, where now it's like you can just relax and enjoy. And so I'm bringing this up because some of you might still feel like, can I actually enjoy this? Like, can I actually allow myself to rest and not have to do anything, not have to have as many responsibilities as I used to have, and not have to hustle and grind so much, and not to have to fight for the things that I want, right? You've let go of all of that, and so you're in this like restful period where, to a lot of people, it will look like you're not doing enough, that you are not struggling enough, that you are somehow just being handed things. And it's not really like that, though. It's about to happen. Like, it's about to be that way, because you've been practicing this restful and just receptive and receiving kind of state. But a lot of people, when they don't see you doing those, like being busy and grinding, kind of living a life like they're living, they equate it to like, oh, well, you have it easy. Oh, well, like, how is it that you're so restful, and like, there's not many kind of challenges that you're going through right now. And it's like, because they don't get that you have spent so long in challenge after challenge, after trauma after trauma, after hustle, after grind, after this, after that. And it's like, you got to a point where it's like, you deserve this rest. You deserve to not to have to fight for things anymore. Fight for a relationship, fight for people, fight for jobs, fight, like, you deserve to be in this receptive state. You deserve to receive by basking in your own energy, in basking in your own light. And let me tell you, this will trigger a lot of people. A lot of people, especially those that are going through their season of challenge and their season of transmutation, especially those who haven't gone through as many challenging things as you have. So, what I'm saying is like the childhood that you had compared to others, like it was way more challenging. Other people might have had more, like an easier time growing up and had more support, and there was never like a refinement season for them, right? Because all challenges are is a refinement of who you truly are. And the thing is, if you never go through this refinement, eventually you'll be met by something that will challenge you. It has to. Like, we all need to be forged in the fire. Of course, some are more intensive than others, but this collective that I'm speaking to, which resonates with me 1,000%, the fires that we have been through were very, very, very challenging. And you're the type of person that always kept a smile on your face, always got up, always brushed your shoulders off, like you brushed the dirt off and you kept going. You kept like, all right, and then you would get knocked down again and you get up and you go. And then you get knocked down again and then you get up and you go. And you got to this point where it's like, you have scrapes and scars all over your body, of course, metaphorically, and you've been healing so much the last couple months that you've accepted, you're at peace, and you're just receptive. You're no longer fighting because you've done that and it doesn't work in terms of like getting the things that you want, right? You've surrendered, you've let go. You're in this receptive state where you're like, I'm just going to enjoy. I'm just going to rest. I'm just going to be. I'm not going to worry, because ultimately, always, things work out for me, always. And I'm just going to accept whatever's happening, knowing that I will be led to the best things ever, because I deserve it, because I've been putting the work, I've been setting my intentions, and your energy has been clear. So, this is your season of receiving and of living this life, this next cycle, this next chapter of your life in a very restful kind of state. And again, don't equate that to like not doing anything, because that's not what I mean. You're going to be doing stuff, you're going to be living life, but it's take the essence of rest, which is like calm, savoring, enjoying, not rushing, just being present and enjoying each and every single moment. That's what I mean by rest. It's not forcing, it's not doing, it's not making things happen, it's not having people be with you that don't want to be with you. It's just being like, you want to be around me? Great. You don't? I don't care. And that goes for anything and everything. That's what I mean by rest. And yes, again, it will trigger people. People will look at you and be like, well, why aren't you struggling enough? Why aren't you going through these challenges, right? And it's because you are so modest in a way that you don't talk about all the things that you have been through. You don't talk about all the challenges and the traumas and everything that you have been through, because you have transmuted so much of that. And you're living in the present moment of like enjoying everything that you have now and that you're going to receive. You're in this state, you're in this receptive state. And so people won't really understand, but don't get, bothered by that. Don't even let others trick you into thinking like, oh, well, maybe I should be hustling, grinding and going to challenge after challenge after. No, you've been through that a lot. You can rest and have things flow to you in divine time, in divine timing, and in the most beautiful way. Things can now flow to you. You can now openly and easily receive them without fighting, without forcing, without hustle, grind, struggle. No, that's done for you. You've been through that enough. And again, this is not saying that you're never going to go through a challenge. You will, but what I'm sensing with this is like you are through so many challenges, a lot of trauma, a lot of really hard times in your life where you even question yourself, can you really make it through? And yet you did. So now it's your season, your chapter, your cycle to just coast through life. And what I mean by that is just being in that receptive, receiving state, enjoying, having fun, living the life that you actually want to live and you've always wanted to live. And yeah, you might go through a challenge or a struggle, but it's not going to be anything compared to what you have been through because you have been forged. You have been forged in the fire and in the darkest, darkest nights and shadows. You have done that. So it's not going to be like anything compared to the last decades or few decades of your life. It's finally going to be where you can breathe easy and let others be jealous. That's fine. Like, they won't understand your life, they won't understand the things that you have been through, and that's fine. Most likely you're the person to also help others when they're going through their season of challenge because you know how hard it is. You know how painful it is to go through that. And so you've had to go through that so that now you can enjoy life and be blessed and receive and be in this restful, enjoying state. But it's also to help others go through their own seasons of darkness and challenges because I feel like the later you go through it is more challenging because it's like if you've never gone through it and then all of a sudden you're going through it, it's like, what is happening? But you are like born into this. You were born into that's all you've ever known. So yes, you deserve to enjoy. Yes, you enjoy. You should. You deserve to rest. Yes, you deserve to rest and enjoy. Yeah, you deserve to rest. Because watch now, rest is receiving. That's the feminine way of manifesting. You deserve to be in that state now. So don't feel guilty. Savor these moments because you deserve it after everything that you have been through. I'm excited for you. And I'm also being in this beautiful, restful, and receptive energy because I know I deserve it as well. Alrighty, I'm going to end it there. I'm sending you so much love. Please let me know how this resonated with you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.